Yeah, I was gonna go live, but I think I'm just gonna do this as an IGTV because I don't want to focus on who's gonna be watching this. I just really I'm doing this to put a message out there. But this subject has been coming up a lot, and I think that if people would spend more time focusing on themselves and living the life that they want, they wouldn't have time to tell people about what they should and shouldn't do. Now, I don't even know if that's even what I really want to say. I'm really coming on here because I want to talk about people or society, so to speak, men and women, because I've seen women do it too. They make it seem like, oh, well, I'm glad I ain't got no kids. I'm glad I ain't got no baby daddy or whatever the case may be. And the thing is that just because I'm a single, or just because there's single women out there, including myself, because I'm a single parent to a 4-year-old son, doesn't mean that I'm less valuable. Don't mean that I'm on Section 8 and food stamps and all that stuff, which I had to have in the past, and when I no longer needed it, I got off of it. I no longer qualify for it. But stop trying to tear women down, especially black women, because that just seems, sorry, my son is using the bathroom. That just always seems to be the trending topic about like y'all judge women for having to raise children by themselves, and then it's like, oh well, you weren't being responsible, or you knew the type of man that you were laying down with. And sometimes, no, that's not the case. Sometimes people, nobody knows what they'll do until they're faced with that situation. So let's say you're in a relationship with somebody, and everything is good, and then you get pregnant, and then the guy changes. All of a sudden he changes. He don't want nothing to do with anything. He's loss of interest or whatever because you done got pregnant. Because there are situations like that. Or what about like if a woman ends up being a widow? You ever thought about that? And that's why she became a single parent? Or what about a woman that goes through a divorce, and they end up, they become the person that has full custody of the child. And not only that, what about this? There are women that are married, have kids, or a child, or have kids, whatever the case may be, and the husband isn't fully engaged because he works a lot, or he's just not interested. He feels that if he take care of the household and he do whatever, and he might have that old school mentality that the woman just takes care of the child. And those are like one of the many scenarios. Everything isn't always black and white, and I need people to understand that. Everything is not always black and white. And people need to stop making it seem as if not even like making it seem, but I'm going to need people to stop talking about what they would do if they were in that situation, or, oh, I'm glad I'm not, and that'll never be me, because never say never. I've had to learn that the hard way. Never say never, because you never know what you will do until you're in that situation. And I remember one time this guy told me, like some years back, he said, a lot of what people say is who they want to be, but what they do is who they really are. So, because what you're saying, a lot of what you say, it sound real good. It sound good to say, hey, I've been there. I've been that person. And I probably still am. But over time, I don't know, I've just gone through a lot of humbling experiences. And I think that's a thing that comes with age. And with wanting to grow and stuff like that. I don't know if anybody that doesn't want to grow. I can't think. Basically, if a person doesn't want to grow, I don't see how they can go through a humbling process. I feel like me going through having humbling experiences has caused me to think things through as they come along. It's kind of made me have more empathy, but I've kind of always had empathy for others because I tend to make people's problems mine. But I feel like the things that I have gone through is I've gone through these things so that I can encourage others that don't have the strength to fight, or that are going through what I've already gone through, so I can be like, okay, sis, here go the blueprint, and this is what it is. But I think that society is so hard on women. They hard on us for about a lot. Society is so hard on women about you know, beauty, age. You know, as we get older, we're no longer interesting, and our value no longer goes down. Our value does go down. Or you know, older men like younger women. So like if you're 30 something years old, there was this video, if you're 30 something years old and you have kids and you're single, you need to settle for what you have. You're going to get an average man, or just whatever the case may be. What's average to you might not be average to me. What's valuable to you might not be valuable to me, and vice versa. So I think that if people spend a lot more time focusing on what their needs and wants are, they will stop projecting their BS bullshit beliefs on others. But I'm just getting really sick of, like, I feel like a lot of people if Sierra was out here still single with her child, and Future out here having kids and stuff, I think a lot of people would be happy. A lot of people would be happy. And because women are starting to express what they want and stuff like that. You know, because I feel like there was a time, and it's still like that now, where a lot of women don't have value, or whatever the case may be. But it's like, anytime a black woman gets some standards, oh, it's a problem, and who does she think she is, and oh, she's a gold digger, and she this and she that. Anyways, I could be kind of like going off topic, but I just have to speak on that, and I think it kind of ties into that. And I'm here to say this: just because I'm a single mother, don't mean that I'm just out here taking scraps. I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? And I also feel that just because I'm single and I'm a single woman that happens to be a parent. I have a child. But just because I'm single don't mean I'm just out here just looking for anything. Marriage is something that would be nice one day. I really cannot, and I know, like, my friends, they probably like, you shouldn't say that. You should tell you what you want and talk about what speak it into existence and pray about it and da 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 da. But I know that it's a lot of work that goes into it, so I can't sit here and say that that's something I actually look forward to experiencing. I really just don't know, because I'm by myself. I'm taking care of myself. I pay my own bills. And, I've gone through some struggles, and there's been times in the past where I've looked or wished that I would get support from someone, and I didn't get it. And that's because I know that if I call on my dad, he gonna come through. There's no, oh, I don't know, I can't. I ain't never heard that from him. Okay, let me do it. I'll take care of it later or something. So for me, I just can't accept anything less than that. Now, I believe that, love, all that stuff, that's cool. You can come together and y'all can be a team, and, y'all build off of each other. My strong points come in where you're weak at, and vice versa. Now, where am I going with this? The point is, being a single, I was saying marriage is not the end all be all. There are people that are not going to get married, and that's just what it is. Some people won't experience marriage because it's just what it is. Some people will not experience, some people won't experience marriage. Some people they won't experience having children. Or some people will experience having children, but they won't get married. Or some people will get married and they won't have kids. It's just the way that life is. I want to say everything happens for a reason, but it's kind of true. as redundant as that might sound, but it's kind of true. But shoot, I'd rather be happy and by myself than to. I'm not gonna test drive everybody that had. I'm not dating nobody's potential unless they got unless they have like things that can be worked on that's not like red flags, like being verbally abusive and tearing someone down, all that, you know what red flags are. But don't think that because you're not married or because you're single, whatever the case may be, that that you're so you have like a, I don't know what's the word that they use for that. I'm just really sick and tired of that. Like, yes, just because someone wants marriage and they want to have a family and stuff like that, yes, I would like to have those things, but just because it hasn't happened yet, don't mean nothing. Because, I mean, half of the people that I went to school with or whatever, like, got married straight out of high school, got married in their 20s, and a lot of people gonna be divorced anyway. I'm not saying that that's what I want, because I like to see love win, but from what I see, it just don't be, I don't know, it don't look as appealing as it once did. Like, a lot of my married friends, they tell me, girl, you really pay attention because it's hard. Make sure you know what you're doing. Don't jump into anything because marriage is tough and you just don't know. You got to pick your poison. And I'm just like, ooh, why y'all? I mean, that's scary to me. I don't want to jump into anything. I don't want to be married more than once. I would like for that not to happen, but I mean, life happens. People get it right the second and third time. Sometimes they get it right the fourth time, honey. I don't know, but I know this. I take a look at Sanaa Lathan, the Nia Longs. I don't know if Nia Long is married yet, but I take a look at them, and I'm pretty sure they want to be married, but at the same time, they value themselves. I don't think that they're gonna just put up with any and anything. Taraji P. Henson, they look damn good in their 40s and 50s. They still got it, and the men that approach them, they know that they can't come with just any kind of way. They got to come correct. They got to have their stuff together. And I don't think it's a financial thing, but they know that they have to have something to offer. These women are independent. And it's not the attitude of like, oh, I don't need no man and yada yada yada. That's not what I'm preaching. But what I'm preaching is like, stop making it seem like women are less valuable because they're not married, and they're less valuable because not just married, but like they're less valuable because, of course, like they end up in situations, because not everything is black and white. And some people get into relationships and say yes to the ring, to really so they can post pictures for the gram and tell everybody they married, or yeah, it's really just for show. It ain't because you want to be happy. You you see stuff on Instagram. I've seen so many YouTube videos with dudes killing their girlfriends, Insta couples. There's Insta couples, couples goals, and the dude killed his wife because she wanted a divorce because he cheated on her. Can you imagine that? No, I'd rather stay to myself and not put myself in no situation for nobody to come and try to take my damn life. And I'm okay with that. Now, I'm not preaching to saying like, oh, anything like I don't need a man or anything like that. I would like companionship, yes. That would be awesome. That would be amazing. I would love me a little Russell Wilson. But you have to be happy with where you are right now. Be content with where you are. Learn how to be by yourself. Stop trying to be in a relationship all the time. Learn how to be by yourself. Really get to know yourself. Do things by yourself. Spend time with yourself, which is easier said than done for some, but it's a lot of things that you have to pay attention to. And it's like the longer I stay single, the older I get. the more I realize, like, dang, it's really like, I just feel like the pickings get slimmer and slimmer because I'm like, damn, this is what I have to look forward to. This is what I have to deal with. This is what I have to pay attention to. Well, I ain't gonna never get no man if I'm constantly paying attention to um I don't even know. I ain't never gonna get no man because whatever. You want to overlook things, but then the things that you overlook end up being the stuff that you leave them for in the end anyway. And then, like, who wants to be with somebody that's gonna try to kill them? I'm not saying that somebody will try to kill you, but there's relationships that people should not have been in, but they did it anyway. And then they end up getting killed by the person, or it just be some crazy stuff going on. I don't want nobody obsessed with me. I don't want nobody stalking me. I don't want to be at peace. I don't want nobody showing up at my place unannounced because I didn't answer the phone. I don't need them type of problems. So, I don't know. To the ladies out there, stop watching that red pill talk and stop listening to these dumbass niggas out here. Excuse my language, but stop listening to these fuck niggas that's out here telling you to lower your standards. Stop listening to them red pill men because you know what? They ain't nothing but some hurt little boys. They get rejected all the time. Or they know that they don't meet the standards that, they don't meet the standards of what you're looking for. So they want to tear you down because how dare you not want to be with me? But then y'all want women to live up to this expectation of cook, clean, take care of the kids, and have a 9 to 5. Like, sir, chill out. Why don't you do it? You help out with the kids. Shit. Oh, and another thing. Stop praising these men for doing their job. Where's the praise for us for raising kids by ourselves? While, whatever. Because you know what? We some working moms too. We some working moms. And we're taking care of these children by ourselves. And ain't nobody sitting here like, oh my God, I just respect that so much. You spend time with your kids. Like, women do that to men all the time. Man, he have his son all the time. I always see him with his son. He have his kids all the time, man. I respect that. And it's like, that's your job. Like, yes, I respect it. Like, it's cool because you don't see it often. But stop praising them like they doing something that they not supposed to, like. Is it not that they're doing something that they're not supposed to do? But it's like doing something that is like viewed as, I don't even know. What's the word that I can use for this? Excuse me. I guess because it's not seen that much, which is pretty freaking sad. But stop praising people for these men for doing what the hell they supposed to do. You didn't make that baby by your damn self. So that nigga is supposed to he's supposed to be raising them children. But anyway, I hope my whatever it was that I was saying didn't go too far over my head. I think it would be better if I was having a conversation with somebody, but I was talking to like other people. I was having a conversation with like some friends and it was two different friends that I had a conversation with about this. And then on top of that, like I had one conversation yesterday, and then I had another conversation with a friend this morning or this afternoon, and then I had a conversation. No, well, not really a conversation, but it was this lady that commented. I don't even know why I'm doing this again, but whatever. I thought this was cute, but it was another lady that I was talking to. I agreed with her comment or whatever, and she was saying that she's a single mom, and she's independent. She's living her, she's takes care of her kids. All her bills are paid, whatever. But that don't mean that every single mom isn't always struggling. It's not always a bad like horrible experience. Like it's not always like that. And okay, she's doing a damn good job raising her kids, and like F y'all for trying to make somebody feel like shit and feel guilty for not whatever. Like when y'all gonna start holding men accountable for the bullshit that they do when it comes to that stuff? Because it really takes two. Stop trying to put everything off on the women when it comes to these making babies. Anyway, that's just my little 2 cents. I'm out.